68.5 east and horizontal polarization. You can also keep in touch with episodes of our programs via these social media platforms. For inquiries, please call 070-3265-6544 or mail us via enquiries@acnntv.com. ACNN, reaching the world with the undiluted Word of God.
Away well, and Usain Bolt now trying to catch him, and now Bolt surging to the lead. Stung by the shot. Sergei Lebedev. The Chesney claws it away.
It's a bright and shiny day in the nation's capital city of Abuja as we welcome you to another edition of your favorite sports show, Sports Hour, beaming live to you from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria Television. Good morning, viewers. I am OSHOALA.
I am Olawale Ayeni, and it's great to have you join us this beautiful morning where we're discussing about those events that has happened, the event that will be happening, and the one that will actually happen later today. That's talking about the Europa Cup. But for now, we'll take a breather, and when we return from this short break, we'll kick the show in earnest.
Welcome back, and if you are just joining us, this is the Sport Hour Show. You can follow us on our social media handles, and you can call in. The handles and the phone numbers are showing your screen right now. But today we have in the studio a friend of the house, a seasoned and experienced journalist of several years of of reportage in the field, you know. And so let us welcome our good friend, Mr. Joel Ajayi. Welcome again to the studio.
Good morning, everybody.
So it's good to have you join us again.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, very good. I'm here to tap from your wealth of experience.
And then I'm happy to welcome Wale back because I missed him in the last session.
Wow, nice to have you back.
Okay, so this is Mr. Joel Ajayi. So he's joining us today again, and we're going to discuss on several issues that are pertaining to the world of sports in Nigeria and, of course, outside Nigeria. So we'll begin with a very big story in Nigeria right now. When it comes to sports, and it has to do with the recent dissolution of 31 sports federations by the Honorable Minister of Sports. That's talking about Sunday Diary. And then we have seen the former Sports Minister, Solomon Dalung, coming out to say what he did was a wrong move. So let's talk about it, guys. Now, last week Friday, precisely was the day whereby out of the blues, a press conference was called. Nobody knew what was coming. We went ahead for the press conference, and the breaking news was that all 31 sporting federations were dissolved. And of course, new caretaker committees were brought on board, and they were inaugurated, I think, on Tuesday. On Tuesday. Now, the former Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalung, said what Dari has done was wrong. But let's now go back to he did the same thing too in his own tenure. So let's talk about this. And you were there when Dalung did his own dissolution. But then his own was after the expiration of the board. But this one was before the expiration of the board.
To be sincere with ourselves, because when we are talking about sport, it's something that affects every household. Because if you look at every home, at least you must have a younger one that even love the sport. So when we are talking about the sport in the country, it's something that is sensitive. As far as I'm concerned, when the decisions of the current minister, Chief Sunday Dare, to dissolve all the 30, I think 30 because the reverse one, 30 federation is not something that is good for the growth of the sport in the country. But like I did say, every administrator have a reason for everything they are doing.
So let's pick it to your brain now. Okay. What do you think is the reason behind the dissolution of just something like that?
Okay.
There's a reason behind this. So what do you think
could be the possible reason?
We know the reason, but let our viewers know.
Jide,
yes,
and Mr. Wale, we are all in the system.
Take us out.
We know that it is the politics that involve. Even in Nigeria, as we are approaching 2023 election, you will see different people coming out with different approach. And then now we are going to election. This is an Olympic year where after Olympic we always have the election into the board. And then once you are in power, you try as much as possible, at least to ensure that things are put in order in your own way. It might be different thing to other people, but what the intention was, because you and I were in that press conference, they said that in order to chart a way forward for the new administration that is coming, that was the reason minister gave. But to you and I, we know that it goes beyond that, which we might not even have opportunity to discuss right here.
For the
Mr. Jen is being political here.
No. I'm not a minister.
You are being political here. No,
I want you to get it right. When you are
take myself
wait, when you are dealing with it, I'm not a minister.
Yes.
The reason minister gave was that he's dissolving this federation to ensure a free and fair election into the coming board. So that was his reason. I'm not sleeping with minister. I'm not living with minister. I don't know whether they have the other reason.
But
behind
First of all, let's even start from the press conference.
Okay.
First of all, the minister didn't attend the press conference.
Yes.
He sent a director.
Okay.
First of all, there's a red flag there.
Yes, sir.
Coming into the inauguration of the caretaker committee, minister from nowhere
He appeared. Yes.
So you see, there is a political thing under this thing, and what the minister is actually doing now, you just know that the Olympics is just
few weeks away.
just few weeks away,
Mr. Wale.
and you are dissolving a board. No, how about
Not just a board.
An elected board. I've said it.
And again,
said
and
it.
again, that even their tenure has not expired.
I've said it. It's
Our tenure has not expired.
It's
So
against.
it's against. For me,
Yes.
it's going to bring bad blood in between all the federation. No doubt about it. I know that the minister, for me, the minister actually did his own work well, because you know that if he didn't actually put back all those sports presidents,
Some of them, the heavyweights.
the heavyweight back, it's going to be a serious
Wale,
crisis.
you will agree with me that.
So that is why he
it is
did
politics.
that on purpose. For me, crying out loud, just 2 months away, and we are playing politics with sport.
But then,
it's not supposed to be so. For crying out
it
loud.
resolved 31 boards.
Yes.
But they reversed one of them, which is the critical one that
Of
has
course.
been out of its own favor. I'm talking about
EFN, of course.
Elected Position of Nigeria. Now, they reversed the decision that no, this board still remains. But now it's leaning towards his faction.
Of
That's
course.
talking about the Olamide George faction. And still
course.
remains in charge of the federation. The old 12 members, I think there are 12 members in the board.
About 13 of them.
Yes, so
13.
they're all still remaining on board. While the committee, the caretaker committee wants, there are only 3 members: the president, the chairman, chairman, secretary, and member. So now, why did the ministry reverse their decision on the AFN? I'm talking back to Mr. Joel.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. What I just want to say is that when a man, at times, think before he acts,
Yes.
he might act after thinking. I think that is the mistake the ministry
So
made. Let me just tell you some of the things that people might not do. If you look at it since the dissolution, at least Nigeria have mixed 2 tournaments.
Yes,
The Poland relay, and then possibly maybe the rugby.
Yeah.
So
What
he
cup?
knew that if he inaugurated the board for the AFN, there is one relay coming up in the US of maybe this week or next week, which most of our athletes, they traveled yesterday to US. So if he inaugurated the board for AFN, it means the International Federation might say, okay, because you are having crisis in your country, you are hereby suspended. That is the logic they use in say, okay, let us resign this our action by leaving AFN behind and inaugurated.
But report has it that the world body that is talking about world athletics and the Confederation of Athletics sent a letter to the sports minister telling him that, hey man, don't interfere in this. And this has actually not affected us when it comes to the rugby.
Yes, let us know that Rugby Federation has been
suspended
Nigeria from anything that has to do with rugby events till this crisis is resolved, because the Nigerian government has interfered.
Before this matter, before we conclude on this matter, the issue that brought us to this matter is the issue of the former minister of youth and sport. I can say it anytime, any day. The problem you are having in Federation today was the minister was the architect of this problem.
Say the ex-minister.
Ex-minister. Okay, the former minister.
That's
Barrister Solomon Seka, the way they used to call him, Dalung. So was the reason behind all this thing. If you look at it, we have many federations that are doing extremely well this time around. The like of volleyball. I was at that national stadium when we conducted the election. They want to bring this man, Yakmut. But the stakeholder in sports say, no, this is the person we want. And then lo and behold, they don't have single crisis in that federation. And then they are doing well. If you look at basketball that they impose on the federation, we are having serious issue, except we are keeping quiet. Look at the event. That time, the like of Rosa Collins, the like of this man from Data, they disagree with minister putting Gusso to emerge as the president. And then what I want you guys to remember was that the last day of Dalung as a minister of sport, we knew what happened at National Stadium when Dalung and Gusso are already at the loggerhead. Dalung was blowing a trumpet, sending a message to Gusso. Gusso at the other end, opposite side, having a press conference. Telling people what Dalung did was very low. So what I just want to bring out. So what I want to say is that all these minister administrators that normally come and
Dalung said it brought about democracy into the federation.
We have democracy since now. What are we talking about? Democracy.
Of course.
Democracy is existing something.
Just to let our viewers know, when Dalung dissolved the Sport Federation, they were not elected. They were actually appointed. So Dalung dissolved the federation to usher in a democratic process
that brought in
those people that were there. Those people that were there before, are they not elected?
They were elected.
Which means we have democracy on ground.
No, they were appointed. They were not elected. They were appointed.
But has expired because of what's called the Olympics had ended. So Dalung acted in the best interest. But then the process of the election that's now is a different ball game, whereby of course, as expected, Nigerian politics, there will be imposition by by the head to impose certain people as my own people into the board. So we agreed that happened. But the fact that he dissolved the board after the election, after the tenure has expired, is the right move. But the only issue we have right now with the current minister is the fact that these boards had few weeks before the expiration date, but it went ahead. But now, why? Let me do something controversial right now. Why didn't he dissolve the Nigerian Football Federation Board?
Okay, that's what I want to talk about. Ministry, according to constitutions of federation, in 2017, have the power to dissolve the board
after the expiration of that tenure.
After it might be after their expiration or before, depending on the circumstances. The clause, people don't read that clause. I was able to get the Article 10, Section 4. So you understand it? I was able to get it. The challenge, the question Mr. Jide raised, the issue is different ball game. NFF,
why is it different?
It's different.
NFF is different. Hold on. NFF, mind you, the two football teams are not going to the Olympics.
Yes.
So why really not say NFF is a different game?
It's a different ball game because they have their constitution on ground.
Okay.
Ratified by international body.
Okay.
That is why if there is any issue in Nigeria, FIFA will quickly send a signal to the country. But as we speak, the federation that we have about 5 federations that have their constitution.
Okay.
Yeah.
That have their no. You cannot say AFN have.
No.
You can't say because they went to Oka to write. We have 2 factions. You cannot have a constitution where we have 2 factions. Be it as it may. Let us get it right. When we know that when a Congress was called, it means it will include all the stakeholders. You can't say Gabriel Okon is not a stakeholder.
Okay.
You can't say Olamide that happens to be your VC is not a stakeholder. Before a constitution can be ratified, the whole house must come together.
Joel, mind you.
I don't know whether you are getting my own point.
Yes,
I'm agreeing with you.
In the AFN constitution,
yes,
it is only the president that can call for a meeting. That's in the 2017. Before they amended. In the 2017 constitution, it's only the president that has the power to call for a board meeting. It's only the president that has the power to call for a congress. And the president actually called for congress, which was backed by the constitution.
When you have 2 factions.
You the president for crying out loud. But is the president for crying out loud?
As at that time, they refer Gusau as fashioner president. When we are talking about fashioner, it means we have a divided house.
Who was elected as the president in the first place?
Forget
who was elected as the president
democracy that we are saying we are practicing in Nigeria.
Olamide George broke out of as the vice chairman.
It means that
it was his own scam that broke that as
an issue. So
as the vice president,
we are having issue like that, you don't call a congress to ratify a constitution to your own.
Isn't it the best place to actually know? Is the congress not the best place? Joel, is the Congress not the best place for you to iron your issues out?
The only advice I have before we round up this thing is that, say all these things we are discussing here is just for the Athletic Federation of Nigeria and Ministry of Youth and Sport Development to come together and rescue the 205 million Nigeria from this shame. Because going this way, we cannot achieve anything sport-wise.
Of course, the Olympics is just.
But there's a solution very soon. The Olympics is just few weeks away. And once the Olympics end, election must be conducted.
Yes. Even the AFN election will come before the Olympics.
June 14.
Yes.
So once the election is held, whatever power they want to play, whatever party they want to play, at least we will know the new president.
That is
let's keep our gunpowder.
That is what me I'm after.
Mind you, we are not praying that Nigeria will not perform at the Olympics. But if we don't perform well at the Olympics,
it's not
there's going to be crisis. We cannot perform well. Is it today?
There's going to be a heavy backlash, and it will get about fire on the minister.
We went to Olympic.
One bronze.
2016. We went to Olympic. 2012. Nothing happened. Is it not this country that we have?
At least. Thanks.
Bronze will come. Taekwondo are doing well. Basketballs are going to represent us. They might not even win the trophy, but they are going to represent us.
We will not do what is not a shame. It's not a loss. We will not do an Olympics because these athletes are not prepared. You need 4 good years to prepare. How can we use 3 months to prepare for Olympics when other nations have been?
We are not in camp already, sir. We are not even in camp.
Other nations have spent 4 good years.
No, the qualifier is still going. It's still ongoing. Like badminton, they are still going to play their qualifier. The beach volleyball are still going to play their qualifier.
As it is now, we should have people in camp already prepared.
Those people that have already qualified, the like of Elizabeth, she's in camp right now.
How many years has she spent? How many weeks has she spent to prepare?
This man has been, even the people have been bankrolling this lady to go for international.
How many months has she to prepare for Olympics?
More than 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
Where other nations have spent close to 3 years.
I just want to ask this last question. Joel, will you support the move by Federation for them to be autonomous?
That is my fighting all this while. It is when NFF was a bit autonomous. See, what people don't know is that most of these federations, ministry pays their 70% bills. And then in Nigeria, if I happen to be a father, I have a son, then I say that I send to school, I pay my money, I do everything, and then there is one decision, I say, okay, oh boy, don't do like this, do like this. I say, no, I am autonomous. That is the mistake we are making. That was my fight since. Every federation should make sure that they are autonomous. Look at NFF today. Even if the federal government want to come, they will just quickly beckon on the FIFA. Say, okay, these people don't come. Once they issue one letter, all the Nigeria will be suffering that, okay, we don't want to miss this. So let all the federation, once this election comes, be autonomous. It will be okay for us.
Okay. So that's the solution to
Let's be autonomous. So we'll go to our next story where the CAF Confederation Cup, talking about the NPFL club. They're in tight race to meet the CAF deadline, because we know that the CAF deadline will be ending at the ending of June.
June 30th.
June 30th. So at this point in time, it's going to be difficult. We went on a break. I'm sure that break was totally uncalled for me.
It's not a new thing for us.
We went on a break. We went for almost a 1 month and 2 month break.
We have said it on this show before that
This
if you go on break, the chances of us resuming the league is always very slim. And now we are rushing to...
Are you a prophet of doom?
Same thing that happened to the Women's League. Same thing that happened to the Women's League. They ended up playing Super 6.
Issue we always play 7 again.
And again, it's just too short.
And it's very short. What is the major reason for us to go on break? Nothing.
See, the shortcuts, there is no shortcut to this matter. We are going to play Super 6
again.
Forget. Because on this matter, the CAF deadline happened to be on the 30th of June. Today is 6th. It means we have less than 24 days. And then we are in the midst...
30th of June, we to go.
It's not 10. We are in the mid-season now. If you have to play 38 games...
Okay, 38 games.
We just play 19. We have 19 games
to go.
So 10 to decide who is going to represent us at CAF.
I said to play...
Maybe like 5 games.
No. They have 2 more games not to play.
Okay, 2 more games to meet up. Okay.
They played yesterday and they played on Sunday.
Okay. And mind you, they still have to play in the CAF Confederation. Of course, even United is doing that.
No, in 8 days.
Yes.
Okay, yes. 8 days. Their own is different.
It's just one day additional.
They are traveling with the trade, with our own on this our bad road, on this banditry and all these things, and then you are expecting them to play 4 games in a week.
How the Nigerian
continue running the league.
So they do the sign with a red media TV, with NPFL TV, with
I think they are on pipeline.
Pipeline.
Yes, they are still on pipeline.
Anyway,
because if
most top league in the world don't go for break for a lengthy period like
since
this.
April 2nd. Today is May 6th. If you look at it, 1 month after, break on what? Even the EPL, the reason why they used to go on break is when they have international break. You cannot see that, okay, they are going to break for 1 week or 3 weeks.
It's only Bundesliga I know that they go on break due to the festive period.
One week.
And all that.
1 week they're back. But we have used more than 3 weeks now for a break that's not called for.
Okay. See, I am not surprised. If possible for us, when we during the Russia 2018
World Cup,
where we are not playing game, that when we went on break. So if we went on break this time around, I'm not surprised. So,
okay, so our viewers can call into the studio. Let's get your thoughts, your reactions to what has discussed so far on the Nigerian sports generally. So you can call in the numbers on your screen right now. You can also talk to us on the social media platform. So let's now go to our next story, which has to do with our star girl. That's talking about Asisat OSHOALA, who has suffered another injury blow for Barcelona. It's a shame now again that OSHOALA has again gone back to the hospital. She has received an injury that will take her out, rule her out for some weeks. And Barcelona now, of course, they're going for the Champions League final.
And they'll be playing against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea, in the final. Women.
May 16.
May 16. So and OSHOALA is one of that top. In fact, that's not one of that. She's the top striker. Who has banged in several goals in for them in the last few weeks.
Of course,
they will miss her.
Honestly, when I heard the news of having got injured yesterday, I wasn't happy, because I was expecting to see an informed Asisat when they travel to Sweden come May 16.
May
Less than 10 days
Yes.
to this.
So she might not
but
make
it's not. I don't think she will make it,
It will be very
because
doubtful
when you
at
just
that particular
got
moment.
injured now within 10 days, even if she made the
But she will not be at her
trip,
best.
she will not be at her
Yes,
best
yes.
form, and then to me, it's not something that is good for
And you know
for
that
the
Chelsea,
young
Chelsea
girl.
that both the male and female
They are
in top form.
they are in top form.
They are
So
inspired
it's not a
around
good
now.
news for her, but all the way we wish her a very quick recovery. And
Anyway,
then
she's
I
lucky-
believe she will be among the
there's
champions.
there's no Olympics for her, so she has enough time to recover.
And then even if the team eventually win the race on
course.
that day, she will be among the
Of
players.
of course, she'll get a good medal.
So there is but it's unfortunate that she will not play.
And she might not play in the final, but at least she has played in the other stages of the competition. So if she misses final, it's not bad. But then, as you said earlier, we wish her a very quick recovery, and we get to see her back in action.
No, she has been very, very impressive this season. She has made 32 appearances for Barcelona, and she has scored 33 goals this season. It shows that she's a striker to reckon with any day, anytime.
No, of course, we know her talent. We know what she's capable of doing.
Of course.
We know that she can bang in goals from any. Just give her a little space. She has given you the
give
goal.
you results.
No, she's very good.
But hopefully she should just get back to her feet.
And then she relax where there's no Olympics.
And again, at present in the final, of course, we will even see a lot
she will only be in the
for
final.
Barcelona. Still talking about football, we go straight to this one where Ahmed Fresh has returned as the technical chairman of the Nigerian Football Federation. He was appointed, if I'm not mistaken, on Tuesday by the president of the Nigerian Football Federation. That's talking about Amaju Pinnick. What is your take about it, Mr. Joe?
There is no doubt about it. There is quality in him. There is this kind.
He has been in that seat.
Now you said there's quality in him now.
Yes.
So now let's talk about the quality I talked about Ahmed Fresh. Not that about it. He has been in this game for a very long time.
Yeah.
But under him right now, we are not going to the Olympics.
Yes.
And it has to do with the technical abilities of the coaching crew.
Of course.
So what happened? If he's that good, if he's that, then we are okay. Under him again, we are employing coaches. We are using what's called again a finance company to recruit coaches. What happened to his own committee, which is responsible for the recruitment of coaches?
The truth of the matter is that the reason why I said that he has quality is not as if I am talking to Ahmed Fresh directly.
Okay.
If you look at the compilations of the member of that technical committee, you will agree with me that we have quality. But the challenge we have that I think NFF should come out and let Nigeria know is that you are appointing them and then you are not giving them work to do. Because like Jide said right now, the appointments and then the payment and everything of the coaches that is coming is done by an organization, and then you are having committee. It means the committee will be like a toothless bulldog. But to me, he has done it in the past by making use of the little experience he has, talking to people to ensure that the coaches that we have, I think their work will be on home-based coaches. And then the age grade, like under 17, under 20, and then the Olympic team. Though we are not going to be, we are not going to be in Olympics.
Let me just cut you a bit. Those in the committee are Alhaji Yusuf Fresh as the chairman, Chief Felix Anyas Agu as the vice chairman. Other members are Etubon Paul Basi, Alhaji Aminu Karufi, Barrister Isaac Danladi of Nasarawa United. Talking about Mr. Victor Ikpeba, Alhaji Mutud Adepoju also, and technical director talking about Austin Egwavon is the secretary in that particular committee. We also have Paul, the former athletic coach. You know why I'm laughing. We have Robizu Okusu, we have Malan Yusuf, we have a coaching of director, we have Sejul Langu, we also have Mrs. Faith Ben Agu. Those are the committee members when you talk
that
technical
we
committee.
we want to see what they will give to us going forward.
Of course,
You know what? I think we need to go to a drawing board if we have not thrown it away.
You always go to drawing board.
That's why I
always
said.
go to
That's why I said
all the time.
if we have not
that
thrown
drawing
it
board
away.
must very
Before,
of course, very
before
docile.
when a technical committee speaks on national coach, it is like that. It is me that I am paying you. I can go ahead and
that the committee has not been given the free hand to operate.
see, it is known to even the blind that the committee, that's why I say, are they toothless book dog? That is my own. Are they the one that can only appear on the pages of newspaper?
And
No,
say
it's
they are
not like that.
committee.
If you know these people are there and then they are saddled with that responsibility, give them everything they need. See, even if you are if you want to take away that responsibility, let it be for just two national teams, that is female team and a male team. Every other local
team. That's talking about
the
age
eighth grade
team
team should be given to them. If they now perform, if you look at it, the reason why we are winning Megeri was that it was the local coaches, it was the local committee that were handling it.
Of course.
And then they know where the team went wrong, they know what to do. Well, even if you are going to inject the foreign or whatever, it will be a minimal. It's not saying you will put the people
And
that you are bringing on
if
top
you look
of
at the
them.
run for the past 5 years, we have not been playing, we have not been doing well when it comes to 8th grade football, under 17, under 20, under 23.
Let's not just about that.
We have not been doing well. So at this point in time, I want to actually do task committee. They should just up their game. They should,
That's just
they
it.
should put everything.
Their presence as committee, as a technical committee, has not even, we have not
They've not
felt
seen the impact.
we have not felt the impact
That's it.
in the last few years, because our age grade teams, even our national teams, did not be doing so well. How many trophies have we won?
Yes. Did we qualify before you say we are going to win? So that's
So
the
still
question.
talking about Nigerian football, but that's a very burning issue right now. Now the Edo State and the Delta State governments are fighting each other, not physically anyway, to host the Super Eagles matches. That's the World Cup qualifying series. You know that the Delta State and the Edo State, they're not like the bride for the NFL.
Of course.
Based on several, reasons.
Enough welfare
Package,
packages. Let's just say.
I beg to disagree with you. I beg to disagree with you. See,
It is the joy of every state in Nigeria to host the Super Eagles.
No doubt about
If
it.
Oyo State has a capacity, if Adamawa Stadium can host the Super Eagles, they will host. They will bid for it. If Osun can host, they will host. If Zamfara can host, they will host.
Even
Because
Kogi.
it's the prestige, the fact that they are hosting the
National
bride, the golden goose that lays the golden egg for the NFL. To host them, the economic boom to your state. So having Delta State and Edo State fighting to host the Super Eagles means because if they come to that state, many fans will want to come and watch.
Of course.
Things will increase. When Lagos, we saw how Lagos were so excited
of course,
to see
the Super Eagles
return to
return.
Lagos after 20 years. And now they are planning to use Edo State and Delta State. Of course, Kaduna is also bidding to host the Super Eagles matches. Even Abuja itself.
don't care Abuja. If the word of minister is anything to go by, if word of minister is anything, Abuja will host before the end of the year.
Yes.
The stadium must be ready before we can even decide.
That's why I say if the word of minister is anything to go by.
Now, this point in time, CAF actually released a press release saying that all the matches for June, qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers will not hold. It have been shifted to September, October. So there's enough time for Abuja Stadium to be ready.
Though they say by June it will be ready.
Of course.
Even they shifted the dates
Of course.
severally. But we say by June. When I spoke with the manager, he said by June, by God's will, it's not exceed June. So let's wait till June to see. I would love the Super Eagles to come and play in Abuja.
Of course, Abuja should be our own Wembley
truth of the matter is
should be like our own Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
What I want Nigeria to understand is that Edo and Delta they are making use of their comparative advantage.
Which is
which is sport. If you look at Nigeria teams, be it handball, be it any federation, be it NFF, you look at at least 50% those people that made the team come from that region. So to me, they are making use of that advantage. They are telling their youth that you too can do it. And then the only way they can get that one done is to have a competition going on in their state. You and I, we are in Edo. We know how things are on high side. Who are the one getting it? Is it not the market women?
Of course.
Is it not the cabman? You go from here to like a central area, they will pay you 1,200.
Of course.
Because you don't know road, and then you don't have shop. You have to do it. You have to take
They know
that they are getting money.
They are getting money, and they are getting enough publicity.
NFF getting the lion shares of the according to Wale,
the welfare package.
According to Wale. So they see it as where they can empower their youth. They see it as where they can help empower their women. So to me, if two of them are fighting, they are brothers fighting for it. And then I think if two of them are fighting, like we all said now, Lagos is anxiously waiting while Abuja is on the pipeline. Let me just use that word.
Of course, we are going to play. Of course, we are going to play 3 home matches.
Next of champion.
In Uyo.
They have sucked to Uyo right about now, so they are looking for other places to go.
And they can't suck up their drive.
Because Abuja will not definitely give you the kind of money you're looking for. And you have the facility. Just go and make use of it.
To me, honestly speaking, I would not want them to host any game in Abuja.
Why?
For one reason.
Because fans will not show up.
Let me tell you the truth. I've been in Abuja for almost 16 years. Anytime they are playing in Abuja, come and look at the stadium.
Always empty.
But fans
always empty. Good, because they are civil servants. They are not what concerns them is okay. Say Super Eagles is playing. Musa score. No, they don't bother. But go to Uyo. You are in Lagos.
It depends.
Despite the restrictions of the COVID-19, you see how people are excited.
Okay.
But in Abuja, we are politicians and all these people.
We know.
That is my own point. And then football is about entertainment. If you go to stadium, you see people making money doing it. But go to Abuja,
I will slightly disagree with Joel just a little bit, because we know that the seating capacity of the Abuja National Stadium is 65,000. How many is the city? The number of sitting maybe in Edo State?
Uyo is 35,000.
Uyo is 35,000. How many is in Edo?
Yes.
How many is Edo? Edo is not up to 21,000. Same thing with Delta. So Abuja that will have 65,000. It's going to be difficult for we to have those massive crowds. But at least we should have 30,000 fans coming to watch the Super Eagles play anytime they want to play in Abuja.
What is the need? If we have a stadium that have population and then you see scanty people. I've been watching game in Abuja. Hardly you will see close to 8,000-10,000. It's not up to 8,000,000 since I've been watching game in Abuja.
But as it is
because
now,
see, there are so many things attached to it.
Transportation.
If they are playing in Abuja, many people will lose their car because some people will park outside, and then Ulom will see it as avenue to even take away to boggle the car. So people refuse to be coming to stadium.
And again,
that's how all has.
And then the transportation is
the
not
stadium
there.
is far away from town. To get down
to Uyo is a bit far away where you have everything in place.
Like Lagos, both the Tessie Balogun and the National Stadium, they are both they face each other. But it's still in Surrey Central.
I think we have to actually devise a means of getting
transportation.
Transportation, is in Abuja National Stadium. But all the best to the Super Eagles when they begin their World Cup qualifiers. So we'll go to the next one where we're going to the foreign scene, where we're going straight to the Champions League. What went down on Tuesday and yesterday, where we see the likes of PSG and the likes of Real Madrid, getting to be kicked out of the UEFA Champions League. But today is actually taking me back to Manchester United kick crowd that made their match against Liverpool didn't actually hold on Sunday. It was just for me it was an eyesore getting to ensure that the game between Liverpool and Manchester United didn't actually go on, where we the likes of Manchester City were waiting for Liverpool to actually beat Manchester United so that they can be crowned the champions of England. But we didn't see that happen to the protests by fans.
A crowd, you know, it's not in Nigeria that fans can be unruly.
Of course.
So you can see that they happen. I know English fans have. In fact, those guys are just. I think we are learning from them.
We are learning from them. But in the wrong way. Those people are using it well. Look at. They are neighbors, they are brothers and sisters. But that one doesn't mean that they should not just. Man, you on that game, we use all his arsenal to make sure that Liverpool did not beat them. But here in Nigeria is a different ball game. So to me, I don't.
But I feel for Manchester United right now because they're going to play 4 games in 8 days. That's a massive, you know.
It's going to be a tight one for them.
And lucky for them, they're not vying for EPL title, so they can afford to lose matches or rotate players.
If I happen to be the coach.
Europa today.
Yes.
Which they are games.
Start today.
Yes. They must win against
Roma.
No, they don't need too much. Just go there and pass the balls.
Don't
they have goals. They have goals.
Rome is a very delicate.
Yes, of course.
Don't forget they are playing the known foes. They are not playing the known enemy.
Yes.
Mourinho is going to.
But he's
not going to be
stand. But his presence alone, we want to do that.
Must have given the hint to the technical crew.
And mind you, Roma came back against Barcelona 3-0.
But on this matter, like before on this matter, but there is no how actually happen. There is no how Man U will go to Italy and then they will chop 4-0. Just like
anything can happen.
I don't think it's possible. You are high. No,
let's not go for that.
Even the last story I wrote, I said, man, you put one leg on European final because Roma need 5 goals.
No, they need just 4 goals to qualify.
They need 4 goals.
They need 4 goals to qualify.
They can do it, but let's
and then who tell you that Man U will not score? Who tell you Man U will not score?
Same thing that happened with Liverpool against Barcelona. Barcelona came to Liverpool and they conceded 4 goals.
Before I forget on this.
Still talking about Roma now. Let's not go back to Roma now. Fabio Capello has warned or has given Jose Mourinho a good advice of his move to Roma. That Roma is a beautiful city. Is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. But then they are very passionate. But then it's a very slippery ground for him. You know, Roma last won the Scudetto under Capello. That was in 2001, 2002 season. And they've not won a league season. Yes. When Capello, we all know Capello is a very
experienced coach.
He has said, Mourinho, where you are going to beware.
Of course, for
burns.
Yes, but for me, Mourinho is a well-experienced coach when it comes to the Italian Serie A.
And
what he did with Inter Milan. So I don't feel.
Well, he wasn't talking too much when he was in. If you are in Italy,
that is his own.
If you are in Italy,
that is his own strategy.
You have to caution your mouth.
That is his own strategy.
Don't forget.
You just have to talk.
The age is telling on him now. It was like on before. Me, I would have even advised him. I want to join Capello. I would have even advised Mourinho. Leave the scene. You leave when the ovation is loud.
He's still young now.
No, you and then be it as it may. Be it as it may. Mark my word. Mark my word. They say he signed contract between now and 2022 or 24. He will not finish that thing. They will sack him and he will collect his money. That is his own tactic. He will just reach a point like this. He will not perform well again. The coach will have no option. So we sack him and then he will collect his money.
He has nothing to prove against anybody.
He will collect $20 million from Tottenham Hotspur. So to me, let him go and sleep. Let him go and join pundits. I've already wrote a story for him. Last week they said that he has joined one new something to be an analyst. That one is even good for him.
No,
to talk.
Still want to go back.
We still want Mourinho. Mourinho was appointed. Yes. Roma's share increased.
Of course.
Their fan base on social media increased.
I agree with you.
So he's a pulling force. There's a magnetic force behind Mourinho. If Mourinho says he's coming to come and coach Canopy Pillars, trust me, the whole Kano players.
I read the news that he's coming to come.
Of course. The image will be up there. And it's going to be a very tight race next season in ITALIA, because the likes of Juventus, AC Milan also, they are coming up. Don't forget the certain Atlanta.
Even Napoli, they are not doing bad.
They are second on the league table right about now, so it's going to be a whole lot of
and
war.
Tottenham just sports a Mourinho's record of leaving. That will be the very first club he will leave that winning
a single medal.
If they had not sacked him,
yes, he could have gone through.
You agree with me that age is telling us
FA Cup.
So
even despite the fact that he did not play well at Man U, he won a trophy.
So it
means
how
now,
old was Ferguson when he left?
See,
how old is Mourinho? Mourinho is just 58.
Let me just ask you a question.
My favorite coach, Marcelo Marcelo. How old is he?
Ferguson did not do like. Let me just borrow this one, like Pochettino. Ferguson's coach was with Man U.
If they are sacked,
he has seen it as.
If they are sacked him,
it's not as if they did not make a move to sack him when he was there. But he will try as much as possible to rectify or to adjust whatever the fans doesn't want. He will adjust it. But Mourinho is someone that's whatever thing he wants to do.
It's part of the game.
It's part of him.
It's part of the game. That is his own strategy.
That is who he is.
Of course, you can't take it away.
I agree with you.
We know everybody has their own flaws.
Look at Marcelo Besson that I talked about now. He has his own game pattern. In fact, he doesn't even speak English.
Yes.
He can't speak English. But he has a game pattern. And he sticks to it no matter what.
And he played good football.
And
he played good football.
He has the kind of players, I mean very good players. I mean or like let's say he's coaching a club like Madrid or Man U now. Trust me, no club will be able to defeat.
Of course.
Pep Guardiola learned football coaching under Marcelo Bielsa. That shows you how good this guy is.
The guy is very good.
And he has not really won trophies like that. Wow. But he is old enough. And so let's not talk about age. It is principle. He has stuck with Capello himself. Is a very strict coach. He does not bench the roof anybody. But that his personality. If like cry wolf, cry everything, he will still do what he wants to do. So I think coaches are just the way they are. And that's the beauty of the game. Everybody must not follow the.
But like I said, I would like to join Capello to advise Mourinho, because that place they can beat him. So that's my own.
I can't wait to see Mourinho.
So let's go to the Champions League results over the last week. Of course, last week we saw PSG, fumbling. Well, I expected PSG will put up a fight against Man City, but of course, Man City with their firepower, they're able to qualify for the final. Then yesterday, against all odds, and I was sad about it anyway. I was very sad about it. Very sad about it.
That's two sides of the coin. We are happy about it.
I expected my club, the 20-time champions of Europe, to be able to mount a very good challenge against Chelsea. But we lost the plot, and we lost 2-0. Sorry, Madrid, let me say we. Madrid lost 2-0 to Chelsea.
Make it 3-1 aggregate. To actually ensure that it will be an all-English affair in
May 29 in Istanbul.
Of
so I'm going to see Chelsea take on Man City in Istanbul. Who is going to win the league right now? Let me give an advice to those who bet right now. That bet your money on Man City to win the Champions League.
You don't want Chelsea to win it.
I don't want Chelsea to win
because Chelsea defeated everybody.
You know why? I want Man City to win. Not because I like them, because they are my enemy. You understand? Because this will be the first Europe trophy. That they
first time they will be qualifying for the Champions League.
Qualify for Champions League.
I said now for it to go to the final that his 5-year work in Man City is not paying off. He has been in England for 5 years now. He has won 3 EPL titles in 5 years, which is a good record.
Of course.
He has won FA Cup back to back.
Even the Carabao Cup
4 times.
4 times. So it is just the Champions League is the only league trophy he has not one for Man City.
Yeah.
He failed in Barcelona, in Bayern Munich. He tried his best, but of course, one certain Real Madrid always stopped him along the way.
Of course.
So probably Madrid had qualified now.
Madrid should have stopped City. But I think what actually worked for Chelsea yesterday, the side were very, very energetic, no doubt about it. They were skillful.
Against an experienced side.
Against an experienced side.
They are very young.
And Zinedine was just banking on the experience and the players were actually overworked yesterday.
You have to match the two together.
Hazard was not on his top form.
But let's get to Zidane. Madrid. I'm not talking as a Madrid fan right now. I'm talking as
sports person.
Yes. Madrid was with so much injuries.
Of course, no doubt about it.
They are close to 37 different injuries for their players. For the fact that Zidane was able to bring all the players
together, injury. Even Ramos was not in his best shape yesterday. Hazard was not in his best shape.
He had his first level never played once.
Of course, together.
His first level never played once.
Look at the likes of Isco was out.
Out of the season and out of the game. So his first 11 never played once together this season. But he was able to fight to the end. Now they are fighting for the Liga title. Anybody can win between Madrid,
Barcelona. Well, it's very shaky for Barcelona as it is now, because of playing at Atletico Madrid with that loss against Granada. So it's dicey for them. So at this point in time, it's very, very good for you to see the Manchester City and Chelsea playing the final. What actually worked for Chelsea yesterday was the brilliance of their coach. I must give it to the coach, Thomas Tuchel. He has been a very, very fantastic coach. Nobody even expects him to use his set of players that Lampard had, and Lampard could not actually do anything with those set of players. But let's just go straight to the Europa. What will actually be going down later today, where we'll see Arsenal getting to face Villarreal at the Emirates Stadium. We know that Villarreal has just 2-1 advantage in the first leg, and they'll be playing at the Emirates Stadium later today, while Manchester United will be playing away at Roma. And we know that the presence of Mourinho in the stadium may actually spring out surprises, and at the end of the day we might just see Roma getting to score 4-0. I know Aregbe and Joel sit here, they are all saying that is not going to happen, but let's just have your take as it is.
To me, when we are talking about the tonight game, for me, as a Manchester United, I think is done deal. But the game I want is I want Arsenal to try as much as possible, at least to beat the Villarreal, so that it will be
our English affair
in Europe. Okay. So for them to know that football is
made in England.
Like in Madrid now,
the ball is going back to England.
Thank you.
It's going back to England because before it was in Spain. But now it's going to England. So after 2 years, to go back to Spain.
Okay.
So let's talk about the weekend fixtures. One interesting fixture for this weekend in the Premiership is Man City against Chelsea. So this game on Saturday is going to be like a prelude. Yes.
What you are going to see
in the Champions League final. So we have a Leeds against Tottenham. Then Sheffield against Crystal Palace, and Liverpool, of course, who have lost out, who are trying to battle to enter the top four. But of course, they may have a chance against Southampton. But because of time, we are running out of time right now, and my producer, they're really knocking my head. Time up. So this is where we draw the curtains for today's program, and we hope you have enjoyed every bit. And I want to thank our guest again, Mr. Joel Ajayi, for your incisive analysis today, and for the. We appreciate you anyway.
Thank you
for coming around, and of course we call upon you.
All the best United.
So I remain OLYMPICS-DALUNG Olujide.
I remain Olawale Ayeni. We'll come your way same time, same station next week. Bye for now. God bless.
Have a good weekend.
Beaming from the nation's capital, we bring to you the good news through various programming. news updates, worship, and teachings.
The paralysis of sin makes us to be separated from God.
Contact us for your live streaming solutions and event coverage, such as synods, conferences, seminars, revivals, and lots more. Engage us in showcasing your brands and services to the world through adverts and sponsorship. We also offer latest broadcast equipment for rent, all at affordable prices. Tune in to ACNN TV via any free-to-air decoder with the following installation parameters: Intelsat 20 satellite with tuning frequency 12562 MHz, symbol rate